Okay, so what's about to happen? Now this is obvious. You're about to meet a dragon, but for some reason I didn't get it. And so when we got to the top and I realized that Parthenax was a dragon, which duh, how stupid was I that I didn't figure that out? But when I got up here, I was genuinely excited to meet this dragon. I was like, even after all the dumping on this game and how dumb the plot is, I was like, all right, I am fully on board with this idea. I'm gonna get to talk to a dragon. This is gonna be awesome. And I was so excited and delighted. The first thing I thought of was the conversation with Dagon I can't remember which it is, in Morrowind. And one of my favorite conversations in an RPG. And I was just so happy about that. But then you actually get up here, and when the conversation begins, you realize that Bethesda stopped when they got the idea talk to dragon. That was the beginning and the end of the idea, and it actually made me angry. Like, this is kind of where I decided I hated the main quest. Like, I can take boring, but I just am so angry at taking an awesome idea and wasting it and ruining it and having such contempt for the player.
There's something later on that kind of redeemed it for me. I won't spoil it, but like, I felt the same way. I was sort of like, oh, awesome, a dragon, and I was like, oh, this is just regular old fucking Skyrim stuff again. This is exposition, and the player is literally like, it's really weird how they handle the conversations in this game, where they do they don't let you roleplay, they make you roleplay by putting words in your mouth. And every conversation is a different one. Like, if you're doing the Thieves Guild, you're a really greedy backstabber.
Who are you?
What brings you? I do like that scene where he flies in, and you're like, oh shit, a dragon. But then it's ruined immediately because you see the quest icon on him, and it's like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to talk to him.
And he's the best looking dragon in the game. I love the look of this guy.
Yes,
I like his broken tusk things.
You speak true.
Love his voice actor. I don't know who this voice actor is, but I love his performance too.
This is
with a stranger.
I remember this is
Felicia
Mario.
Day.
That's right. This is Mario. This is the guy who voices Mario.
Really?
Mario.
Yes.
Mario of Nintendo fame.
Yes.
Charles Martin.
Yahoo!
It is better to deny than to
He's such a cute little dragon too. A little snout.
Denial of the greater.
Like, you can only ever ask him one question, and eventually it just railroads you into, oh, I'm bored, I've had enough, just tell me what I need to do. And I was just so angry I need to learn the Dragon Wrench shout. You just like, why are you even letting me select these? I just am so frustrated.
Just railroad me.
Yeah, because it's obvious. I mean, it's like one of those shooters where it's a chain of rooms with one exit. It's like, why'd you even bother making this more than one room?
Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
Are you gonna send Janessa flying? Please send Janessa flying.
The word calls you.
Yeah, fire breath. A really cool looking shout that's totally useless because they made it super low damage.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Especially because you have to be like level 20 to get to this point, really, and it's like a level 5 spell. Honestly, I don't understand that at all. It is a useless spell.
It does like 50 damage. It's really awful.
I will take
really
this power, and I will kill mud crabs.
Wait, do I have it yet?
Now. Show me what
To give you an idea of the damage it does.
Not as Khajiit, but as Dovah.
Oh, am I supposed to shoot you? Okay. That's how little it does. This is a little inconvenience.
The dragon blood runs strong in
So that's basically light somebody's cigarette for them spell.
It's like hit them with a torch, slightly more damagingly.
You know what it's like?
That's
It's
so
like
sad.
Have you guys seen Looper?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the psychokinesis most people have in Looper, where it's like I can levitate
Yeah.
a lighter.
You seek
Ooh.
your weapon again.
I can make a coin float.
Yay. Oh, do you?
Yes, they are very protected.
Do I?
There we go. We had three choices there. It was amazing. It was almost like we were playing
But
an RPG, but that was fleeting. Don't get used to it.
Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, more.
I got really confused here because Croesus is apparently a word in the dragon language that is something like failure or I can't do it. But it's also the name of the first dragon priest I fought and killed. So I had his mask in my inventory. I'm like, do you think I'm Croesus because I killed that dude?
All in good time. First, a question for you.
Maybe he's the first dragon you killed because he was a failure dragon, and that was his name, Failure Dragon.
I like this world. It has my stuff in it.
As good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although.
You mean like the Dragonbeards down there by the mountain? They're just like, hey, yeah, Alduin eating the world, we don't care. You cannot break the laws and use Dragonrend to stop Alduin from eating the world. It's very important.
This world is simply the egg of the next.
Oh, let's not work cycles into this bullshit story.
Would you stop the next world from being born?
Oh god, just imagine if they started the Elder Scrolls cycle, and then like every 6 games was a new Elder Scrolls universe.
It's just Mass Effect all over again.
Maybe you only balance the forces.
Oh damn it, Mumbles with the rare Mass Effect burn!
This world. Even we who ride the currents
You don't
of
expect it
time
from me
cannot
because I
see
love Mass
past
Effect,
time's
but when I want to burn it,
limits.
I burn it.
Setid los trahodis.
So Dark Souls 2 is about cycles, and that's about all.
Get out of here!
Oh,
Get out of here!
shut up!
Who work to deliver
Whenever Josh talks about Dark Souls, I imagine like banging trash lids together and like scaring away raccoons. Like, get out of here!
speech
Go back to your home.
Croesus. Now I will answer your.
I own Dark Souls now, so I'm going to be playing through it. One of these weeks I'm going to come in here,
I live here.
and we're just going to have to deal with
We
that.
should co-op. It should be fun.
No.
Yeah,
Make
because
sure you
that
play it
would
with the
definitely make the
controller.
game better, is playing with you.
Tell me the week that you guys are going to be talking about Dark Souls so I can sleep through it.
I just like the idea that that Seamus is going to come in here like Kramer on Seinfeld, going like, you know what Skyrim's really like? Dark Souls!
Where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now.
Oh my god, you're still talking!
See, I liked this. I wanted more of this. I wanted to be able to
Yeah.
get his... I wanted, when I was playing through the game... Well, you know what? There's a case to be made that you should be able to have this conversation should be both shorter and longer. If you want to dig into the lore, you should be able to talk to this guy all damn day. And if you just want to move on with the quest, this is really annoying because I don't think you can even speed him up.
I
I mean, you can skip the dialogue, which is what I'm getting close to wanting to do here.
It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll.
An
They
Elder
used it
Scroll.
to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Elder Scrolls are
So-
like the super MacGuffin. It can do anything
really
because
are.
it's literally magic that we don't understand.
Yep.
And it turns out that
Not
the way they got rid of the
hoped
the
he would be gone
Alduin
forever.
last time around
Lost.
was they sent it forward in time. Those assholes from the past just dumped it on us. I think that's a funny idea that the people in the past just basically kicked it down the road for just past the buck.
Like, yeah, someone else will
Which
deal
is
with it.
why I have lived here for thousands of mortal years. I have
He's been up here for thousands of years, and I guess he's never flown off the mountain, because otherwise he'd be seen, and he'd be like
Well,
the
he was
Loch Ness
flying
Monster.
around above the mountain before.
Yeah,
An Elder
like
Scroll.
nobody-
What's that? Is that Mojang's new game?
Wouldn't he be like the Bigfoot of Skyrim? The people like, they say there's a dragon up there, and some people see it sometimes, but no, nobody. There's no legend of it. Nobody's ever talked about seeing a dragon for thousands of years. So apparently he sits up here and is just very bored.
I really do want a cybernetic ghost of Christmas future from the past or whatever to explain Parthenax, where it's like, thousands of years ago, we sent him thousands of years into the future, which is your present, but their future was your present, and in the past of their future, you actually went into the past and eventually saw what was happening to prevent your future from becoming their past.
Is this an Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But it's not that dissimilar from what actually happens with Parthenax, because,
No.
I mean, spoiler warning, eventually you do just go back to his time, and
No, but I watched
Which
Aqua
is
Teen Hunger Force
way
years
less
ago,
cool
and so
than it sounds.
I was just trying to place the reference.
If you brought that
I don't know, I like, there are a few times the game surprised me, and going back in time was one of the times the game honestly surprised me. It wasn't as fully featured as I would have liked, but it was cute, as is like the giant underground caverns, and like one or two other times the game was like, wow,
You
that's
should
neat.
find an excuse to
Yeah,
go all the way down to the what the fuck is it called?
You could learn Dragon Rend
Pittsburgh.
from those who
Don't go to
No,
Pittsburgh.
we did that in Fallout 3.
Skyrim's Detroit.
We ate a baby, it was fun, everybody laughed, and then we left.
below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely
So my memory of this conversation is different than what I'm seeing here.
I just asked
remember
you what an Elder Scroll is, dude. I am not better informed
my,
than you are.
my memory of this conversation was basically me coming up here and being, yeah, just tell me what I want to know, and me being railroaded into that. And like, I don't remember getting this much conversation out of the guy.
Did you check out that that dialogue option I had there? Ellipses. ...
Yeah.
What would you ask of me?
What would you ask of me?
Dremyolok, greetings.
Okay. I don't actually care about any of this stuff.
Return it here to the
Like, this is, I remember, like, did my game glitch out? This is exactly what I wanted, is to just sit up here and get a bunch of exposition from him and talk with him, and I remember being incredibly frustrated and feeling like the game kind of didn't give me that.
a vision of the moment.
Did I just not get enough? Like, did I
don't
go through
know.
this and I felt like it wasn't enough, or was my game glitch? I'm genuinely
probably just
curious
fed
now.
up.
In the
I think you have just been playing the game for so long, and you're like, instead of accepting any kind of exposition, like, yeah, finally it's giving me something, you're like, fuck this game, it just can't do anything right.
Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin.
Like, everybody says Alduin, but, you know,
The Nords have had
all the Americans that I know call him Alduin, because that's what it looks like it says. But people in the game pronounce it Alduin.
Speak,
What? No.
I will listen.
Alright, that's enough exposition for this episode, I'd say. Let's go and find the Elder Scroll. Oh, good.
Kill
we're
Parthenax.
auto-saving. There we go.
No, don't kill him. We're gonna be dragon
We do
friends
not
now.
want to do that right now. Alright, Elder Knowledge. Talk to Esbern or talk to Arngir. Do we even want to go back to the Blades and talk to Esbern, or do we want to just go to Arngir? Who do we hate less at this point? The Greybeards or the Blades?
Let's fuck over the blades.
Yeah, just because I sided with the blades in my game. So I'll get to say, oh, that's an interesting, what the clouds were doing there in the distance.
No, that's the reflection of the ocean.
Weird.
What?
That does not look like an ocean reflection to me.
No.
It looks like the mountains are kind of doing the wave. Can't you fast travel to Arngeir?
I could,
Like, this
but
looks
then
like
I
a
wouldn't
way to
be able
get
to run
yourself
down the
killed.
mountain. Don't know what you're talking about, Seamus. I'm really good at
Like,
this.
if you die, when was the last
Running
time the
down
game
the
saved?
I just said it auto-saved a second ago.
Oh, okay. Alright, you're
So,
good. Okay,
it's
feel
cool.
free to dick around.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen the monastery from this angle. That's actually really cool. It's odd, the approach angles that they give you in this place do not give you a sense of scale for it, and it never looks this cool.
Arngeir!
So, you spoke to Parthenax. The dragon
Arngeir.
Alright, that's cool.
Did he tell you what you
We need to
want
know where
know?
an Elder Scroll is.
Did he teach you the dragon
Let's go to
Do you
Cyrodiil.
have any?
I love the idea that it doesn't matter what Elder Scroll you find, you just need like an Elder Scroll. Like, even though they're supposedly written to have like fractions of reality written into them, it doesn't matter which one you find. You just need an Elder Scroll.
Which means that when you do the vampire DLC, it's even stranger that you let that lady keep her Elder Scroll, like she's walking around with it, and you don't like,
And then you
hey,
go
I
find
need
the
to
one that's necessary for this quest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're not like, no, I need that to save the world. Screw your vampire fight, that can wait.
Not followers.
Oh, do you have blasphemies now? Do we really, I mean...
College of Winterhold.
Oh, good. What the did you just... I think we just witnessed a Greybeard asexual reproduction right there. Arngeir split into two people.
Now it makes
See?
sense. Now we know how they reproduce.
Now we know how they... now we know where the Greybeards come from. They're like amoebas.
Mommy, where do Greybeards come from?
Alright, so now we have to go to the
That'll
College of
tell you when
Winterhold,
you're
which is good,
dumber.
because I need more... I need more, soul gems, so we're gonna find a way to steal those. Boots. This is apparently the screen on the Thalmor is boots. Did my horse die at some point? Oh no, there he is.
I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go?
We would like to go to Winterhold, I think.
Back and we'll be off. Better bundle up.
So does it make you join the college to get across the bridge? To get inside and talk to people?
Yes, I
Which is
believe you have to
stupid.
join the college.
Yeah, it
Which
does.
is
Don't
stupid.
worry, you don't have to be a mage to join the college.
I know.
It's really
Actually-
just the game forcing you to go places that you wouldn't normally like even fucking bother with. Like, oh,
I
have
know,
you
but
not
it
checked
makes
out
you
the
join-
mages thing yet?
It makes you join both the Thieves Guild and the Mages Guild, which I think is kind of... And
Yeah.
Wait, do you have to
actually,
join the
I've run
Thieves
into
Guild?
this before. I ran into this where I came up to her and I thought, oh, I'll join. I'm
Okay.
in town, and I couldn't do the spell she asked me to cast because I think the spell that she asks of you levels up with your level. So if you're level 20, she gives you something appropriate, and you haven't put anything into magic. It was like the thing she asked me to cast.
No, I know
was
what the college
required
is, but...
like so much more mana than I ever had.
Oh,
There was no way I'd cast it.
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
We don't actually
Also-
have to do
Killer?
the mage's quest here, do we?
Can you even
No.
kill
No,
her?
we just have to get in and talk to the
Let's
library
just
dude.
kill him.
But what you seek does not come easily.
I feel strongly that she needs a heat source out here. This is just weird that
She's a mage.
well, the point is, this is a college that gets a new applicant like once a year, and she's gonna stand out on the end out here where there's nothing to do. It's not like she's gonna wait in the inn for newcomers to come into town. She's gonna just stand here on these cold stones without a chair or a fire or a book, doing nothing all day in case the once-a-year applicant
You
showed
realize
up,
Shim is-
so she could send them packing.
This isn't a role-playing game. This is a simulation. This is not a
It's
role-playing.
a simulation of a crazy person that's standing in the snow.
You can just tell her that you're the Dragonborn, Fusrodaher, and get
I
it
didn't
without
know
having
that.
to cast any spells.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
With one of the schools of magic. But you, I think there is much.
Sweet! Can I toss you into the
Oh,
sea?
I probably couldn't. I probably didn't have that option available because it was one of my many games where I never bothered,
Once you're inside,
you know,
Oh.
becoming the Dragonborn. I'm sure
True.
that's why I couldn't do that.